Finally. Can't tell you how satisfying it is to be able to come down this tunnel and have it completed right to the finish, rather than it just ended up being a bit of a mess. This is brilliant. Taken a long time, but finally got there. Yes, welcome back to the Dominion server. Long time no see, I know, but unfortunately I've been quite busy recently, so I've not had much time to record or actually play on the server either. But I am now back with more time, and the server has since updated to 1.20, so I want to have a look at some of the new features which have come out with the game, see if we can find any and utilise them. Hello there, Mr. Cleric. What are you staring at? So in this episode I want to have a look at the newly generated lands. So essentially the server is now split into 4 quadrants. Originally there were 3 quadrants, but a new 4th quadrant has since been generated, and that contains the new 1.20 things of interest, such as the blossom biomes, cherry blossom, cherry groves I think they're called, and maybe some archaeological sites as well. I'm not fully versed with what's come out of this update, so I want to have an explore and see if I can see anything interesting, and maybe bring some loot back as well. So I'm pretty much ready for a little adventure. Got enough food I think and tools. So I know it's eastwards of my base, so let's see what we can find. Now everything may already be looted. That's just the nature of playing on a server where you don't have single player generated loot, but we'll soon find out, I guess, if everything's already gone. There's so many pigs which have just for some reason spawned next to this jungle. I don't know why. Getting into a mesa. There's a lot of dead bushes around here. Look at it. Yeah, crikey. Looks like this used to be a forest and then they just died. Unless that's what's in a wooded badlands, because I've never seen this amount of dead bushes before. It's literally crawling in bushes. So there's been nothing of interest so far really, apart from that mesa. Yeah, I wonder where these cherry groves will be. Because there's some, I don't know how rare they are, that's the thing. Oh, you can see that on the map. Top corner. Looks like some cherry blossoms, actually. Oh, here we are. Wait, is that? Oh yeah, I thought that was a portal then. Whoa. Oh, this is pretty cool. Ah, the pink petals. Oh. It drops 4. I assumed it would drop 1. Unless it depends on the size. Oh, I see, it depends on the size of the petals. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Looks like somebody's been here before. There was a random dirt pillar there. That's quite an interesting sound as well when you break the logs. And there seems to be a village here as well. That house seems to be floating on a cliff. Aha! Look what I've found. That means I can actually access the stuff I should have bought with me. And I can get another pair of rockets. Ooh! Sheep's head. Add that to my collection as well, actually. Okay, so I've had a Google how to get sniffer eggs because I wasn't entirely sure. So they only generate in suspicious sand in War Motion ruins, and you can't break the suspicious sand. I believe you've got to use a brush. So I've forgotten to actually bring a brush. So turns out you need a bit of copper, feather, and a stick. Feather is easy enough to get, just kill some chickens. I'm going to see if I can do a very small mining session. Why is this horse following me? Oh yeah, golden carrots. Stupid me. See if I can get a little bit of copper just so I can get that brush. And then I'm better prepared to see if I can get these sniffer eggs. Because I really want to see, because you can use them to get those seeds for 2 types of plants, I think. It'd be really interesting to have. And I don't want to drown in this cave and end in a watery death. I have some copper. This should be the recipe. Feather at the top, stick at the bottom, and ingot in the middle. Voila! There we go. So, actually there's some gravel here. Will this work for this gravel? It has to be suspicious gravel. Oh! Okay, this isn't going down, so I'm assuming then it literally is only suspicious gravel and sand that it works for. Now the next task is to find a warm ocean ruin and see if there's any suspicious sand or gravel there. Is this warm ocean? Looks warm. Lukewarm. Please have some ancient ruins somewhere. This looks promising. Oh. You know, I saw that and thought that's some sandstone structures right there. It's just a lump of sand. Oh, that's annoying. Let's see. We can use the magma blocks. If we crouch on the magma blocks, we can then breathe underwater so we don't drown. And how do we know what's suspicious sand and what's normal sand? Do they look different? I don't know if the graphics look slightly different, whether it's the same, like same pixels, or don't know. Do I just brush an area and hope for the best? I don't really know what I'm doing here. I feel like I'm just brushing sand. Surely there's got to be some way to tell. Now, how far away did the sand generate as well? Is it within the structure or is it around the edge? I have so many questions and no answers. I think I'm probably going to have to do a bit more research because at the moment I'm literally just brushing away. Ah, looks like this one's already been destroyed. So apparently cracks begin to appear as soon as you start brushing at it. So if I just brush every piece of sand around, if it starts to break, then I guess it's suspicious sand. But none of these look like they are anyway. They may have already been looted, to be honest. Okay, so I think it's time to move on to plan B. I've been looking for a while, but there's not much actually in terms of warm oceans in the new quadrant anyway, and the ones which I've been to, all the ruins have already been searched as far as I can tell. So I think it's the case that I move on to the shopping district, because I'm hoping there will be some sniffer eggs, which is of course the reason why I was searching the warm oceans in the first place. Hopefully there should be some sniffer eggs for sale, because I really would like to get 2 sniffers, then I can breed them myself. So let's hope they've not sold out in the shopping district, because that really would be sad. I'm hoping should be I think the pharmacy sells some. This shop here. So what do we want? Eggs. Yes. Come on. Wow. They've been busy. They really have been busy. Okay. So that's 9 diamonds. Oh, I've left my ender chest again. Let's take out my... Oh, there we go. I suppose you only need two actually, don't you? Then you can breed them up. So hopefully I should now have a sustainable supply. Well, I would have a sustainable supply if I took two, not one. Okay, I'll meet you back at the base and we can see if we can actually hatch these eggs, which would be the next problem. Okay, the sniffers can go next to my little mushroom pen. See if we can get these. I'm not sure whether there's any special kind of requirements to allow the eggs to hatch, like with turtles, because turtles need sand. I've no idea. I guess we'll soon find out. Do I just place them, I guess? Whoa! Okay, I didn't know they were that big. That's massive! I suppose the animals themselves are quite big, aren't they? Yeah, I had no idea the eggs were that big. Now, interestingly, the fountain of all knowledge, that is Google, suggested that I actually placed these eggs on moss blocks. So I'm hoping, because apparently it speeds up the hatching time. Look at that! Look how weird they look. Oh, whoa. God, they look really funny things, don't they? So the nose just moves. That's so weird. They really are funny looking things. And these are the baby ones as well, so I've moved the enclosure slightly closer to my base, just for ease of access, and I've been waiting around for a while, and I've got a couple of these torchflower seeds and the pitcher pods, and I've managed to breed the sniffers. So instead of two, we now have three, and then another egg, which I've just placed down. I think the idea, it would be really good if once I breed up enough sniffers, I can actually create an automatic farm. I think it'll be simple enough just to have a hopper minecart underneath the grass, and it'll be able to pick up any seeds which are dug up, rather than me having to wait around and pick all the items up before they despawn. Okay, I can actually plant these seeds because you need farmland, so I can plant torchflower. Ooh, and that is an achievement. That's nice, or an advancement even. And then these picture crops look almost like turnips, don't they? I didn't realise they looked like that. That's pretty cool. If you could stop them in that growth phase, they would look really cool as some kind of decorative farmland block. Yeah, I think these will look quite good to add a bit more detail to the docks. Maybe I should put one on the boat as well. There. Yeah, that looks quite good. And then we can add some different plants. So I'll go this way. And I can leave some empty as well, because they do look like jars. There we go. And maybe a sugarcane over here. Why am I putting sugarcane in there? Why? You can't plant sugarcane. What am I talking about? There we go. Yeah, that's just an extra little bit of detail, which I think is quite nice, especially because it's a different shape from what we're used to in terms of everything's a block, or you know, there's like lanterns, they're a different shape as well. It just makes things more interesting to the eye. So yeah, that does look quite nice. What do you think of this raft design, by the way? It's great, isn't it? Certainly something a bit different than all the other boats, which apart from the wood colour look identical. And the turnips are now in flower. And that is quite a lovely flower as well. This is the first kind of, it probably is one of the biggest looking flowers in Minecraft in terms of how much is actually coloured. These would look very good if I were to swap some of the wheat out in the wheat fields and put these crops there instead, because it definitely would look like some kind of exotic root vegetable I was growing here. Ah yes, the sniffers have multiplied. I have been kind of waiting around this area, collecting the torchflower seeds, and then just breeding them up a bit more. Soon I will have enough sniffers to actually create an automatic farm, but for now, just having this amount of sniffers makes it much easier to just hang about and collect these seeds. There we go. Demonstrating how easy it is to just wait about and collect a seed. Yes, I think I'll leave it there for this episode. It has been quite successful, not so much with the archaeological side of things, and actually getting them bred up, so I don't just have two. Oh, and now I'm being headbutted by one. Well, thank you very much for watching this episode and joining me here on the Dominion server. I hope you have a good rest of the day, and I will see you in the next video. And this is extremely off-putting, with 3 sniffers currently trying to, well, it looks like they're trying to eat me currently. Until next time, bye bye.